My name's Isaac Kashiwagi, and I'm going to be talking about the biggest secret I've learned in life, through my own life. Now, when I was 7 years old, my parents, after a lot of kids, decided they were going to do a change in management in the household. They switched from a rule-based household to a no-rules household. And I was 7, so I got to take part in this. And now some of you might think, this will bring chaos. The kids will do whatever they want. And you're right, we did. I was a video game addict, couch potato. Because of that, I didn't do well in some of my classes. I had to drop. I didn't do anything at home because I wasn't forced to do anything. So I was a freeloader. Dishes never got done. Room was a mess. Things were a mess. Not only that, as I had tons of fun. I went on dates, went into dances, got to go on trips with my friends. I was living the dream life as a teenager. Or so I thought. I ran into a problem in this dream of mine. At the age of 15, which if you didn't know is the same age Asians stop aging and growing, I discovered that I was not happy. And this isn't something abnormal for like a 15-year-old. They're always not happy. But the only problem was I had no one to blame for my unhappiness. No one was telling me what to do. No one was forcing me to go anywhere. Anything I did because I wanted to do it. So with this freedom, why wasn't I happy? And this bothered me so much that I went on a quest to gain my freedom. Because I realized even though I grew up in a no-rules household, I still felt controlled. And I didn't know why. And so I learned a couple things by looking at my life as I grew up. The first thing is that we have freedom, but freedom within reality. So I love junk food. The Big Mac, all those things that are bad for you, I love it. But junk food has certain conditions that make it junk food. It makes it delicious, but makes it unhealthy. But I had this expectation as a 19-year-old that I could eat as much as I wanted, and I'd look like that guy, fit, healthy, rather good-looking. Things were good. Until at the age of 19, I went on a religious mission to Brazil. And in Brazil, I had to learn a new language and a new culture, and I couldn't go home for 2 years. And I began to stress like no other. And I began to eat an obscene amount of junk food. And I learned that my expectation was incorrect when I gained 20 pounds in my first 2 months. Now, if you didn't know, each race gains weight in a different location faster than others. Some, it's the legs. Some, it's the butt. Most commonly, it's the stomach. For Asians, it's the face. So all 20 pounds went to my cheeks. But I learned that no matter how much I wanted it, dreamed it, hoped for it, wished for it, the reality of things was, if I ate a lot of junk food, my face would explode. And that's the reality of things. Now, we all understand that, but sometimes we don't understand that deals with people too. People have conditions just like food that make them who they are, like ingredients. And if somebody were to take me and try to change me to be as smart as Bill Gates, or try to control me to dance as well as Michael Jackson, this would be unrealistic. Because the reality of things is, based on my conditions, based on who I am, the only person I can realistically act like is me. And I realized that instead of trying to control people and change them to what I wanted them to be, what I expected them to be, what I wish they'd be, instead I should stop and observe reality. And I should accept people for who they are. Bringing it back to food, maybe I should stop complaining about the food and change my eating habits. But I understood this sense. I'm like, okay, I control how I interact with people and things, but I don't control a lot of other things in life. I don't control, I love my parents, but I didn't control to be born with them or the genetics. Wish I could be a little taller sometimes. I don't control accidents or when people betray me or hurt me. So if I can't control these things in my life, how can I have freedom? How can I have control of my life? So I began then to look at some unwanted events in my life. Some of them are terrible, like the Christmas, all I got was a penguin-shaped humidifier. I don't even know what Santa was thinking that year. The time a dog jumped in front of me on the freeway and got hit by my car, or I hit him. The time someone betrayed me, a close friend. Even the unexpected death of a loved one. And when all these events happened, I asked the question, why? Why did this happen? Because I didn't ask for it. I didn't cause it, and I surely don't want it. So why did they happen? And over time, with an open heart and an unbiased mind, I began to look back. And I began to understand reality. And the reality of things was, that was probably one of the best Christmases I ever had, even if it was a penguin-shaped humidifier. That car accident, I probably could have been driving a little slower. It wasn't really what they did to me, but it was more of my own insecurities that caused the pain. And that event that seemed so terrible at the time was actually exactly what I needed to grow in my life, that I could not have done without. All this time, one more thing I forgot. This is the most important one. At age 26, I've traveled to a lot of different places, and I've seen a lot of different families, cultures, different lives. And looking at my family, I came to a conclusion. If I were in heaven before I was born, staring at the world, looking for the perfect family that would help me to grow, to be me, and to be comfortable, I could not have picked a better match than I had picked. They are the perfect fit for me. All this time, I thought all these things were controlling me and determining who I was in life. When over time, I began to realize that these things weren't controlling me, but they were a reflection of who I was and what I needed in life. And so with I thought this was it. I thought I found the secret. So I can be free now. And so next step, I began to look at everything. Now that I know I control my environment, I'm going to look at everything that I don't like, and I'm going to start changing my environment because I control it. I can get rid of everything that causes me pain, everything that I don't like. Like that annoying person? We'll avoid them. Keep that out of my environment. That lazy bum? Doesn't always look like that. Sometimes he's right by you as a friend. You can ignore that. The awkward kid? Separate as soon as possible. And the needy one. Second you see that, you run as fast as you can. But I realized that no matter how fast I ran, no matter how much I closed my eyes, no matter how much I looked away, these people were everywhere. I would meet them anywhere I went. And I decided after years of running that I would stop and I'd change my approach. Instead of trying to separate myself from these people, I tried a different approach. I'd seek to love them. I'd seek to understand them. I'd seek to accept who they were. And the more I looked at these people, I soon found out why I couldn't run away from them for too long. The secret was, it had nothing to do with them. The conflict, the pain, never came from them. The conflict and the pain is an internal battle. And it's only by understanding and accepting other people that you can finally become free of your only captor in life, who is yourself. You see, all this time I thought freedom was something that you could get, like a car or a diploma. But freedom isn't that. It's a mentality. Freedom is when we understand who we are, what we want in life. And not only that, we understand that we have value, and we begin to love and accept ourselves. And these are the people that have power in life. Out of all the technical information I could have gained through school and life, the greatest is that taught me how to love and understand myself, which ironically I found in other people. The secret to being free is that we all are already free to begin with. We just have to understand it. Thank you.